Well, good afternoon, all my stitching friends. I thought I'd drop in today to give you a little bit of an update on Fred and tell you about something I found out new in Markup that I didn't know before. So, first of all, let's welcome all the new subscribers to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on subscribe and giving the channel a chance. I truly do appreciate you, and I hope you find some things here that you like and enjoy. To all my returning subscribers, thank you ever so much, and it is so good to have you back to visit again with me. So, I'm gonna stitch on Fred today. I have a mission. Let's see if we can accomplish it. What you see here, and let me just zoom in a little bit more. Okay. What you see here is all that remains to be stitched. So really, we just have the bit here at the, I'm going to say the arch of his foot, and to finish his toe. And once all that is done, he's finished. So let's see, we have 12,862 stitches left. What I'm doing and decided to do was color complete to the end. Since it's all right in this spot, and rather than, do a little bit and have to change colors and do a little bit and change colors, I thought, okay, I'm going to finish it extreme cross country in this area and complete it one color at a time, which so far is working out very well, because this morning I finished off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 colors. Now, truth be told, they all had less than 50 stitches. However, that's 13 colors off the list. There's still 12,000, almost 13,000 colors to go, so we'll see. But my mission is this: the end of the month, the last weekend in May, I'm going to a retreat over in Easton called Flower Power. My goal is to have Fred close enough to a finish by that time that I can have a finish at Flower Power. Now, would that not just be the cat's meow? Would that just not be fantastic? And get to ring the bell. sorry, I still have this cough. Last year when we were there, my friend Barb finished bath time. So this year I hope to have Fred finished at Flower Power. So what I thought I'd do is come on and we would stitch a little bit together. But you know what? First, I have to show you something in Markup that I just discovered today. And it made me go, wow, 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 wow. I don't understand. I mean, I understand, but I did not know this. And you know what? It has helped me tremendously. Because, you know, when you're trying to find those, I call them one-stitch wonders, but those random stitches here, there, and everywhere, and you're looking in Pattern Keeper and you have to go through the whole chart, because Pattern Keeper, and it's a wonderful thing. I'm not downing it at all. Don't take it that way. When you have to find that one stitch, though, you have to look through that whole chart. Well, I did not know this about Markup until today. So let me give you a gander at what I'm talking about. Now, hopefully, I guess I better scooch you in a little bit here to get a better picture here. Why this looks a little fuzzy. Hold on. Let me look at my camera here, and I'm not sure why it's not focusing very well. Well, let me try this. Well, that didn't do it. Okay. All right. True to form, ladies and gentlemen. Technical difficulty. Okay. Hold on here. Well, there. I think that did it. It was on my setting on my phone. So I think that made it a little bit better. So there we go. Okay. So this is a page in Markup. I'm down to, I want to stitch B5200. Okay. Now, what I do, because Markup, you can either look at your chart by page, which is this view that you see here, by page, or you can click that button and look at the full chart. Okay. I'm just going to do this because that way you can see that, yes, it is the full chart. Okay. And you have to zoom out to see the symbols. Okay, we all get that. All right. So, oh, look, there's some stitches I need to do yet. If you, let's zoom in a little bit more. Go here at the top where it shows your color, and you tap on that, you get the list of, I can't make this smaller, that's unfortunate, but you get the list of all your all the colors in your chart. So I think I'm going to have to let this big, and I'm just going to have to move the tablet around a little bit. Okay, so there's my color number. I have all my symbols sorted by how many are left to do. Okay, so I can sort them that way. I can sort them that way. And I can scroll down my list and see that down here at 3743, I still have 500. Oh, come on here. Focus, please. 549 stitches left to do. Why is my camera being a little bit weird today? Okay. B5200, I still have 69 stitches to do. So, let me fix. Oh, I was probably too close. Okay, so I want to work on B5200 because that's my next sort. Here we go. That's my next color in line if I'm stitching the least stitches and ending up with the most stitches. So my B5200, I have 69 stitches to do. Now, remember, because I'm showing all the symbols in the chart. Okay, so I know through the entire chart, there's 69 stitches left of B5200. If I tap on it, it takes me to my chart. Okay, now I could do just like you do in Pattern Keeper. I could shrink this down and I could look for all the green spots that tell me where B5200 is. But you know, there's always those random ones that are like loners. So what I figured out, did not know that you can do is you can go back to viewing a single page. Okay, that's cool. Here you can flip through your pages. Okay, that's cool. I don't know why my camera is being so blurry today. I am so sorry. Let me do this. Okay. See if that helps. Okay. Now we can see on that page, this page, there's 3 stitches of B5200. Okay. I don't know why it keeps flipping back to locking. Okay, so I'm doing by page. Now, if you look up here, and again, hopefully this is clear enough that you can see it. This tells me on the page I'm on, there were 3 stitches and I still have 3 to stitch of B5200. Well, that doesn't equal 69. So if I go back down here and I'll go to the 20 side first. Oh, I got to do it here. I go to, okay, so on this page, I have to find 1 stitch, and I know it's on this page. And right there, whoops, right there it is. Then I'll go to the next page, and there's none on that page. The next page, there's none. There's 5 on this page, and there they are. There's page 19 and 20, there are none. So now I can go the other way. Page 15, there's 1. Well, we already knew that. 14, there's 3. But see how it's so much easier to find those stitches. On page 13, there's 53. Well, they're going to be easy to find. There's some, and there's some. Somehow that doesn't look like 53 stitches to me, but you know what? Once you start stitching them, it's more than you think. It looks like, oh, that's hardly nothing. Oh, there's a random one. But there's enough. And then you go to page 12. Well, there's nothing on there. There's 1 on page 11. See, but you can just flip through your pages and you don't have to search if it's telling you that, oh, you already stitched them all on that page. Is that not the coolest thing? Does that not save you a lot of time hunting for those stitches that need to be filled in? You just, oh, there's 6 on this page. Let's see where they are, because maybe we'll start here. Oh, there they are. Okay. So that would be, and sometimes I look where the stitch is supposed to be, and I have already stitched it and forgot to mark it off. And that could very well be the case here, because it's up here in his scarf. And if I look up here in the scarf, okay, so see, here's the, all right, here's the gold, and it's 2 blocks up from that gold. Well, oh no, I didn't stitch it. There they are. So I can fill those in real fast. Okay, but is that not the best thing? Then, before I go back to my list of colors, I will view the full chart, because I want to see all the colors and how many are left overall. Then I can just go up here again, tap on this, and know that okay, where are we? Okay. And I didn't stitch any, but I know that there's still 69 stitches left. And you can see I still have 12,857 stitches to stitch. But is that not awesome? And does that not make your finding stitches a lot easier? Because look, here I had to just find 1, 2. Yeah. It's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Now, if I stay in the page view and I'm looking at just a single page, okay, I'm a stitch by page person. Okay? I complete a whole page before I move on to the next one. You can, right, this is page 7. We're on page 7. We can go up here, tap on this, go into our colors, take notice, symbols, page 7. What it tells you then is the colors that are on page 7 and it gives you the stitch count. How many did you stitch already? And how many you have left. Well, I only have 7 stitches left on this page, but had I not stitched it yet, there would be a lot more. And this column you can sort numerically. Okay? So you can sort it by the number. Now, the one thing that does kind of throw me a little bit, and only because I'm not used to that, when you're going down numerically and you get to 300, it throws in your 30 41s, 30 42s. As you go through numerically, it will throw in your 3300s, your 3600s, your 3700s. Where we're used to them being at the end, it will throw them in the wherever numerically they're correct, going by the first number, the second number, the third number. Okay? But you can then just pull your colors for a particular page. Say you're going to a retreat and it's a day stitch. Well, rather than take your box of colors, the whole thing, you can just pull the colors for that page and take it with you. Or if you're a person that stitches page by page, you can just pull the colors for that page. Another option. So these are things that I'm finding out about markup that I did not know. Granted, there are probably people out there that knew that. For myself, I did not know. So it was kind of a nice surprise this morning when I'm going through and going, oh my God, I got to look through this whole chart for this one stitch. And I accidentally happened upon this. And I went, all right, make my day. And it did make my day. And that's how I was able to complete so many colors this morning. Now, granted, my stitch count for the day is only 189. But when you look at how many colors I took off my list of colors, that's not too bad. And they were all less than, I think the highest one I had was 30 stitches. Now I'm getting into up to the 60s, and they're progressively going to get more. But that's fine, because I could carry, heaven forbid, I didn't carry far though, but if I carried a thread to get from one place to another, stitching those stitches that were less than, I'm going to say 50, as I work my list of colors, and being the color with the most stitches is the last one, I'm covering up all those thread carries, and they are not going to be an issue. The only issue is making sure that you don't pull that carried thread too tight that it puckers up your piece. So be careful how strong you get in carrying that thread. But if you work least amount of stitches to most amount of stitches, those most amount of stitches are going to hide all those thread carries. And as a result, do you see 83.28%? We're going to get there. So the mission is to get this far enough along to have a finish at the Flower Power Retreat at the end of the month. That's the goal. That's the mission. Okay, so that's the priority for right now. The next priority will be to finish Pandemic. Now, I think those of you that watched my video from last week know that Pandemic is now home, and I need to finish her. And I really do want to get her finished rather quickly. Just to have that finish and be able to show all the people that did work on her for me, and give her a special place. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to frame her or exactly what I'm going to do yet. But I do want to have her finished and be able to show everybody the result of their very, very hard work and my appreciation of that very, very hard work. So that will be next on the agenda. So I know May is Mania. And normally it's not something that I participate in because I really don't want to do bunches of new starts because I have enough things already on my plate. And even some of which I may or may not change my mind about. But, it used to be Mania was doing X amount of starts in the month of May. Now, it has since progressed to making it what you want it to be, so you can create your own Mania. So, my Mania this year, like I said, of which I normally do not participate in, but we have a mission here. So, and yes, I am stitching in hand at the moment. And let me zoom you in a little bit more. My Mania this year is going to be Monogamous May. Because for my Mania, my mission is, as I said, to get Fred done to the point that we can have a finish at the retreat. Now, folks, I am not the greatest in-hand stitcher. However, and especially when I'm trying to record. However, when I don't pull my thread out, it really has been going fairly well. It's just not getting my fingers caught in the wrong places that it yanks my starting thread out that I'm trying to anchor. We'll get that little tail out of the way. And I think I'm finally getting it to the point where my sewing is starting to look more like my stick and stab. Because all the stitches around this, I did the stick and stab thing. And now I'm doing the sewing. And once I have these all in and end the thread, it is hard to tell which ones were stabbed and which ones were sewn. Okay, so right there completes the stitches on this page. So now we can mark these off. And then onto a 0. I can look at, I'm going to go towards page number 1 and see if there's any more that way. Well, there's none that way. So now I'll go pages the other direction. 9, there's none. 10, there's none. Oh, page 11, there's 1. One silly stitch, and I may have stitched it because it's right down in here. And you know what I probably did? Because it was one isolated stitch, and I was not going to thread my needle for one stitch of a color and nothing else being close by, I probably stitched it with the color that was in my needle, which means I can mark that one off. And move on to page 12. There's none. 13, there's 53 of them. So we have to find them. Oh, this is a page that I would be hard pressed to say that there's 53. Maybe there is. But sure does have me fooled. It doesn't look like 53. But you know, looks can be deceiving. So now we're going to end this off. So, do you want to take bets? How many of you think I can get this to close enough that I can have a finish the end of May? Anybody up for a guess? It's in here. I'm going to try like crazy to do it. But you know, sometimes you can look at something and say, oh, well, that's not that many stitches. Oh, yeah, I can do that. Oh, yeah, that won't take that long. Look at that. It's just a small piece. It won't take that long. And what? You figured, oh, I can do that in the weekend. Yeah. When 2 weekends later, you're still working on it. How many of you had that happen? Oh yeah, this would be a really quick stitch. I can do that in no time at all. No time at all. Really won't take long. It can be deceiving. So, how many of you think I can get 12,800 and however many stitches that was? Okay, let's go for, because I want to have some to stitch at Flower Power, at the retreat. So let's say I can get within between 200 and 300 stitches of a finish. And then, by the way, we will film the finish. In fact, depending on when that finish happens, maybe we'll go live for the finish. Ooh, that would be rather cool, wouldn't it? So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Now, would that not be a wonderful treat to go live at a retreat to document a finish? Oh, that's just a great idea. I think I might have to do that. Okay. There's 6 out of the 53 finished. Come on, pencil. There we go. 1, 6. Now we still got 47. That still doesn't look like 47 stitches, but it tells me it is. So now this is the only trick with color completing, because now I have to find the correct spot for these stitches. So I know that and that goes into that block, and then there's nothing in this block, and then this block is the one where it's the second row and the third stitch in. Second row, the third stitch in. This is where gridded fabric is a godsend. Whether you buy it gridded, whether you grid it yourself, when you're doing these big full coverage, gridded fabric is the absolute way to go. Now I'll tell you what I am going to do, just because it's a little bit easier to manipulate. Okay, where did I put it? Where? Oh, here it is, right in front of my nose. I'm going to, and I like to stitch this way, I'm going to put a hoop on, but let it very loose, not pull the fabric tight, so that it has enough play in it. Like, not stretch it super tight, but let it have enough play in it, because then it makes sewing a little bit easier. Okay, so then I can go here, and it's easier to find this hole and come up here. Now it's a little hard to see B5200 on off-white fabric. And here. And I forget what this way of stitching your X, I want to say Victorian cross stitch, but I really do like stitching that way because the flow is a more natural way for me to stitch. 2. And when I do it this way, where I'm making my X this way, what I will do is instead of working across a row, I will work up and down the row. Did that, did that, did that, did that, and then there. Okay. See that? So I can just do the flow right to the next stitch. And I'll go up here. So did that. Now I'm up there. And I will do the one underneath it. Yeah, sorry, this is a little hard to see. I thought there would be just a few stitches of this and not quite 50 some, but as you see, it's not going to take very long to complete this color. Yeah, that's right. And I do find going down, I'm going to call it a row, but you could call it the column, is easier and flows better than working up. But I really do kind of just go to the closest, the next stitch that's closest to what I just finished. So here we're going to go here. See? There you can see them. So hopefully this is going to be a finish by the end of the month. Then I won't get it done for this Christmas, but then I have Adams to do. But like I said, finishing Pandemic is going to be the next monogamous project. I think for a little bit, and I know it will probably not give me much to record about, but I think for a little bit, my stitching is going to be monogamous and get some of these off my plate. Like I said, I really want to have this done for this Christmas this year, and I really want to finish Pandemic so that it can be finished and fully finished and shown to all those people that spent so much time helping me out with that one. So that really needs to be a priority. Then, well, we'll see. I have Montmartre that I'm working on with a friend. I have God Shed His Grace that's in progress. I have 2 men's Morris that's in progress. So at that point in time, maybe I'll go to a rotation. But at this point in time, monogamy. Priorities. Priorities, my friend. Yeah, it's a mission. It's kind of just like it was when I was on the mission to finish Pandemic. That was all I worked on. So I'm hoping to be able to come on a little bit more often and just sit and stitch with you all and chit chat about whatever pops in my head and I get to ramble on about. So with that, my dear friends, I think we're going to call this one a wrap. We've been here for 45 minutes, and I really don't like to go much longer than that. So until next time, happy stitching. Remember, there are no rules in cross stitch, and most of all, how did you live your dash today? See you next time. Have a great rest of your week.